Are you missing something? Hello? Can you hear me now? Hey everyone, Ghetto Sweater here, and welcome back to Stories Untold, the final episode, the last session. We're going to see how this story all comes together and what's happening with our friend Mr. Asian, because I feel like there's something that's going on that we're not quite seeing, and I think this last episode will reveal everything. So let's go ahead and dive right in, and we'll see what exactly it is we need to know about Stories Untold.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Excuse me? What?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Hello? That's the...
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Where are we going? Whee! We are in a hospital.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually.
Interesting.
Just in here.
Under stress? Yes, I have been for some time.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Okay. I'll just kick back. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to do something.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Born ready.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Oh. Well, I tried to be sneaky.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
So much stuff just...
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it.
I remember how to do this. I'm looking into it.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Am I actually doing this? Okay. 5610 FM. So this already explains a whole ton, because obviously these first 3 episodes were all just kind of a figment of his imagination, but mixing in with the real world. So just the concept that any of this was ever actually happening, we've kind of ruled that out. And now we kind
of... Type in the numbers, James.
gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James.
I don't know if I was supposed to do the letters too. But so this kind of gives us an idea of how he was integrating things that were happening in the real world with his imagination. So like the number puzzles that they were doing were what we were doing when we were inputting the broadcast keys. Okay, so it just wants the numbers then. No?
12 19 86 23 04.
There we go. Alright, and then report. So we still get to do this part. Is this... wait. Wilson Police Department, road traffic accident report. So that's why it was showing the cars in a couple of episodes, because it looks like I was in a traffic accident. So there should be lines in the report that I have to put in. But I can't really see that at all. Let's see what we can read over. So, fatal accident. Somebody died. I was injured. Arrived on scene to discover two cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Okay. So that gives us some insight. So our sister, Jennifer, was in the car with us. The driver of the other vehicle was up to some shady business. I don't know what I'm supposed to be using here for the thing, though. So this is probably where our memories kind of mixed, because we were mixing the number puzzles with the report that was given for the traffic accident. Okay, well, I don't see anything for lines, but clearly there's something I should be doing. Okay, I think I get what I'm supposed to be doing.
20F.
So it wants me to type in the ones that he put in for letters, because there was a couple of them that had letters. So 20F, so I think we have to do fatal accident, and I think that should give us an idea of what we're supposed to be doing. So let's see if that works. No? Do I have to do the 20F? 20F, F. There we go. Okay. The only other thing I could think of that it would be if it was like just the circled things, which is empty whiskey and out of control. So, empty whiskey. Oops. Bye. And out of control.
This is 20F.
There we go. Okay.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
7,000 FM. Alright, let's see what it's got for us.
It's not like it at all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years, and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him, this Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Where am I? This doesn't make sense to you. What do you mean? Can I go out this way? Can I open a door, please? I would like to leave now. Okay. You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. Oh, it is blurry. Okay. Can I play with your equipment? Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened. Okay. So, this is interesting. Time to quit. Help is here. Under stress, keep a healthy mind. Well, that's not what I'm doing. Driving home? Don't have that fit. Fine. That's... no. First steps to recovery. So... someone else is here. Just scared me so bad. Oh, what was all that? What is this? Some files. Who's here? Stop! You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand. So that was back from the first one where I was gripping the note. It weighed heavy in my hand. Like, hello? Is anybody here? Stop dripping. Somebody needs to fix that leak. Are we sure somebody else is here? I'd prefer if there wasn't. Where did I come from? I think they brought me from the coma ward to the observation room, so... You've spent most waking moments in here. Oh yeah, watching the TV. And that's probably what had my imagination all active. So I was watching Stories Untold, the show, playing number puzzles with my family. There's the Futuro. Fly safe, dreaming Greenland. Oh yeah, the snow. Okay, so I probably saw some stuff about Greenland. Oh. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there's no details here. So this is a memory that I'm going through, I guess. Another door you never opened. You don't know what was in here. Okay, so this is all my memories then. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you! Don't. Which one of these do I go in? Someone breathes on your neck standing over you. Go away! Locked. Locked. If something jump scares me from behind, I'm gonna lose my mind. What is this? You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Yeah, I'm feeling it everywhere else, too.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident.
So this I was in the hospital.
No pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Okay. Am I supposed to do that? Amp charge to 110?
Come on,
which
100
one's...
joules. Charge amp full to 10.
I don't know which one that is. 100. Okay.
Come on.
I'm going! Amp 100... What? This? Do I need to do this? Help? Help pulls? Pulls help? Oh, okay, and then I do... Too much? Is that too much? I don't know.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Yes, I'll turn it on. That one? This one. Infrared? I don't know what you want. I'm stressed.
What I'm doing, get this on the screen now.
It's supposed to be on the screen. This is your job. What else do I have to turn on? Hello? Can anybody help? This guy is not being helpful.
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen
I'm
now.
trying so hard, I promise you. This is the hardest I've ever tried at anything in my life. No. Hello? Oh! Why is it in my eye? Oh,
Come on,
okay.
100 joules. Charge amp full to 10.
Oh! Ow!
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher.
Higher.
200 joules. Keep the amp charge to 10.
Yes, sir. We're gonna save this man's life. I'm a
joules.
doctor, not a miracle worker.
10. Let's go.
I'm going.
Clear.
Clear. Ooh.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Increase again.
Pump it up.
360, charge full.
360, Xbox, degrees, whatever you want. 360 it is. I'm going. We don't want to lose this man. Go. Give me 360. Pump it.
Well, would you look at that?
He's alive.
Pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
X-ray. X-ray
Where are we
is...
with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
I don't remember how to do X-ray. Do I turn this down? X. Nope, I turned off the camera. Oh boy. I'm just gonna turn everything on. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't... Alright, turn everything off. All of it off. Oh, okay. Sure.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going. Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation.
Uh-oh.
Switch on a drill, please.
Yes, sir. All other equipment must be off to use the drill. Drill is on. Oh. There we go. Back to the regular screen.
You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. You need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps.
Nope.
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Nope. Don't like that. And we're back at the house abandoned. Turn off the light. Make a phone call. Need help. Oh. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Go to hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great banner up across the main hall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface, stairs leading up although the party is firmly downstairs. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Eat roast. Maybe later. Alright. Talk to Dad. Oh, Dad's not in here. Look around. There is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Read writing. Happy New Year, 1986, on another banner. What weird place to hang it. Interesting. Talk to Jennifer. She's too far away, and the room is too loud. Go to Jennifer. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. Yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get Jennifer a drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself, too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. No. You tell her no. That, as usual, everything is last minute. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Take a drink. You pour and down another drink, anything to move the night along. Leave room. You are about to go to the hall when you notice the utility room door is open. A first. Go to utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks, a collector, although he does not actually drink them too. Or, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon round it and a card. Read card. You pick up the whiskey in the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Look for Dad. Leave utility room. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That one is strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Take drink. You pour and down another drink, anything to move the night along. Look around. Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter. Go to hall. You go back out to the hallway. Oh. A few bumps and laughs on the way through when you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Look at Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Help. Jen. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Talk to Jen. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Help her. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Help. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Go away.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Oh boy. I made an oopsie. Mommy's angry. You're standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks while searching your mind. Your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Don't drive. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Look around. Okay, doors to the kitchen and living room lead from here, while stairs can take you up. Go upstairs. You'd love to call it a night, but Jen is waiting patiently. Go to Jen. Leave party. You need to tell me which room you want to go to. Go outside? There's no point till you find those car keys. Oh. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room. The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversation. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drink cabinet. Talk to Mum. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Hug. Okay. Look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look, coffee table. Drinks on coasters, like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Look, jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Go to hall. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Go to car. Leave party. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Get in car. You fumble with the car handle, confused until Jen tells you to maybe use the keys in your hand. Use keys. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Drive. The car doesn't move. Given that the engine isn't actually on, it's like you've never driven before. Start car. Don't you give me attitude. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower despite... Listen. Okay, I know how to drive a car, I promise. Put keys in ignition. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Start car. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Drive. Drive. The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Release brake. Brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Can I drive now? You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't. I am driving, very drunk, on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Ask Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. Turn left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy, sister. Strange. There is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Move out of the way. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the inside.
Pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
Oh, it's still going. You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Look around. The car is broken beyond repair. The windows are smashed and there is wreckage all around you. You're both wearing your seatbelts. Remove seatbelt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump on the roof of the car. Get out. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Read note. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not. Go to blue car." The door is jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this, James. Open door. What car? The other blue car or yours? Open blue car door. blue car. Look around. A crash site. Smoke billows from the crashed cars to the sky above. Exterior lights flicking on and off. Look at blue car. The hazard lights are blinking and fumes are rising from the engine. Through the smashed windows you can see the motionless driver. Look at driver. It's an older man. His body is slumped and his face is bloodied. Look at whiskey. Your whiskey. The police cannot find you with this. Put whiskey in blue car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then, very deliberately, spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site on the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look at figure. The silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. Approach, officer. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in you increases.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember, it was all your fault.
It was all my
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man.
Goodbye.
You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
Sorry. Goodbye.
And then you couldn't even take responsibility.
Sorry.
You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself.
I want
It
to.
was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it.
I made
Say it, James.
all of your episodes were recorded to the tape. This is the fourth. Dr. Alexander is always watching remotely. I don't know if anyone else is ever with him. Oh.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
And then back to Stories Untold. That was wild. Excellent. Excellent, excellent game. What a story. And it's incredible how they managed to tell it through the other iterations of his experience and how he was perceiving it, as well as how it tied in with the real world. So, from my grasp of the entire situation, he was at a party, he was going away, he drank too much, he got into a car crash with his sister and tried to frame the person who he crashed into. Of course, all very, very bad. But it's, now, of course, afterwards they managed to revive him. He's in a coma and they're trying to get a confession out of him. So that's why they were doing the recorded sessions and stuff like that in order to gather what happened in the situation. And the entire time they were trying to revive him, he was feeling guilt over what he had done because that was the only thing he was living through over and over again as he was in his coma and as he was going through recovery. That's at least what I grasped from the whole situation. But what an extremely clever way to actually tell the whole story and give you an idea of how many different ways you can tell a story and different ways you can tie it into a game too, because I really enjoy story-driven games. So I think they did an excellent job with keeping the game interesting while still telling the story in an excellent way. So, Centravid, Session 1 through 4, James Asian, Dr. Alexander, the completed tapes. Now that we've completed the Stories Untold saga. I urge everybody, if you get the chance, I know you know the story now, but the gameplay was super fun, and I think you all would enjoy playing this as well. But that's enough for me for now. I had an excellent time playing this game, and I hope that I could play more games like this for you guys in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching me and for joining me in this series. I'm out of here for the day, and I will see you next time. Laters!